Hey everyone, and welcome back. Thank you for joining me on the floor of my garage this afternoon. We are actually in the process of, I figured, while I've got a bit of time, I'm going to start doing a little bit of detailing. Excuse the bit of brochure, I'll explain that in a second. Figured I got a bit of downtime in between events. There's a few mechanical things that need to be fixed. These trims, look, you can see they're supposed to be black. You can see where there is some black still trying to fight its way through. Even more so down there, you can see the bottom section is a little bit blacker, but you can see it's horrendously faded and just weathered. You can see where the black's kind of still underneath, where the sun hasn't gotten to it as bad, but this just looks horrible. It's been annoying me for a bit because it just looks horrendous. The paintwork isn't the greatest on the car anyway, but this just makes it stick out like dog's balls and just looks fucking gross. So I've decided, well, I've got a bit of downtime. I'm actually going to have a crack at painting it using Plastic Dip, which is kind of like a satin black on it. I did actually attempt to paint one of my old 15-inch wheels, which you can see. I'll move this out of the way. There's the old 15-inch. There's the new 15-inch. Same wheel, just a nice paint of Plastic Dip on it. Comes out really schmick. Really, really happy with how it came out. Didn't realize how much paint I was going to have to use on said wheel, considering I'm repainting these 16 inches as well. I'm basically going to have 8 wheels I have to paint, and I'm not going to be using the Plastic Dip on all of them because that's just fucking expensive. Went and got some plain, some satin black, some flat black, just generic metal spray paint. So I'll give them all clean. Got 2 cans of that, so I'll whack it on, I'll give it a trial and just make sure they all look the same. Otherwise I'm just going to have to put a light coat on this Plastic Dip one just to make sure it still looks good. But yeah, back to this. So I'm going to be Plastic Dip spraying these ones. The reason I have the brush there, I was trying to mask like this and slip the masking tape up underneath the plastic just so I can spray it on the car. I've heard people having all sorts of issues taking those off, taking the trims off. I have had a look at taking the trims off. Yeah, it's not going to happen until I'm respraying the whole car because the way these are attached, there's a bunch of clips, there's Sikaflex, there's double-sided tape, there's all sorts of different ways they can be held on. I'm not taking them off because it is just going to cause more problems than it's worth. It's probably going to pull paint off. It's going to do all sorts of shit because they've been on there since new. When the guy did this, did the respray on this, he did closed door respray. He didn't take any of the trim off. He literally just masked it and painted. So if I pull it off, it's going to be the stock paint underneath. It's going to just, yeah, more hassles than it's worth. I was masking up and getting the mask under some of it. You can see I've kind of done it on this one and on here. Unfortunately, getting the tape under is not easy, because it's adhesive. As I try and force under, it keeps getting stuck. So what I'm going to actually do is use bits of torn up brochures, paper, newspaper, whatever I can get, to basically feed underneath the little gap at the top here, and underneath if I need to, and then just tape it down to hold it in place. Have a whole bunch of drop sheets somewhere that I will be covering the whole car with. I want to try and get at least, I'd like to try and get this whole side masked this afternoon, tonight. It's getting kind of late now, but if I get this all masked this afternoon, we can have a crack at painting it and seeing what it comes up like. Probably won't get any painting done tonight. I've got the next 2 days off after today, so I'll probably do that and then have a crack at it tomorrow. If it works out well, these aren't too bad, like the door handles and stuff, but if it comes out well, these are probably going to look a little bit faded and epoxy in comparison. So I'll actually give these a crack as well. The other thing I'm wanting to do on the chrome around the door, around the frame there, it's just getting a few little tarnish spots and bits and pieces, so I'm going to get some polish to clean that up as well. The reason I'm doing this, I have GTR Fest coming up in a couple of weeks, or about a month. The car does not look the greatest. I know that, the paint job is shit, but if I can get the car looking at least a little bit better, just a few little touch-ups like this, just to make it look a little bit nicer and a little bit cleaner, when it's at GTR Fest, I kind of want to get them done. Not big jobs, a little bit time consuming, not hard. This is literally this rattle can job. It's got a steady hand and half a brain, you can get a pretty good job out of a rail can. So it's just going to be the masking is going to take a long time. The actual spraying is not going to take long at all. Plastic Dip's pretty flexible as well, so it'll be pretty long lasting. And then obviously the wheels as well, give them a good scrub. This one didn't take too long to do. Took it outside, hit it with some degreaser and a paintbrush, gave it a hose down, let it dry in the sun, and then masked up. Again, I masked up around this with the same tape, just to kind of, so I didn't have to take it off the wheel. The advantage with these two here, they are already off, so they're going to be a lot quicker, obviously. Quick clean, spray, done. These ones I'll mask up while they're on the wheels as well, just to make sure they're all good. Yeah, so let's get into it, and yeah, see you on the other side. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. This is now day 2 of prepping the old Unicorn for touching up the trim panels on the side. It is kind of early-ish morning, hence the Mandalorian coffee mug. Did get not a huge amount done last night. I did finish kind of late. I've got pretty much this entire side done, like masked up, ready to go. I've got most of the bumper masked up, ready to go. You can see there's no drop shits on the car yet, but I'll show you where I've done so far. So as you can see, the sides have been masked up. I've used the brochures to kind of get like the bits of paper and brushes and stuff to get between the body panel and the plastic trim itself, just because trying to get the sticky tape down there. Obviously the sticky tape keeps tacking to the body. I can actually get it down a little gap. I've kind of masked everywhere I possibly can, masked inside the doors, like the gaps of the doors and stuff, to stop any overspray going into the doors and spraying the actual frame itself inside. The bumper at the front, I've masked top and bottom. I've also masked the chrome strip down the center of the black plastic as well. Basically lay the tape down and cut it with a scalpel very gently on the edges just to line it out. So yeah, not a lot of room, as you can see. I was kind of squished between the garage door and the front of the car on my little garage creepy crawly, so I can lay on the floor and sort of get under the car and actually get the bottom part done. So yeah, goal today is to get, or this morning, to get the rest of it masked. I'm going to open up the garage door in a second. Let me finish off the front bit of the bumper, move some shit out of the garage. As you can see, I haven't got a huge amount of room in this garage. It is technically a double. It's more like a 1.5, but then when I stick in my gym equipment and I stick in my massive Snap-on toolbox and I stick in a bit of storage, I can barely fit one car in here, let alone work on it around it. So I've got to move some shit out of the way so I can actually get around the car today. Get it mussed up, then I'll be putting some drop sheets over, under, around, and yeah, having a crack at spraying it. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, masking is done. That's a fucking shit job. How do fucking spray painters do this all the time? Panel beaters. Anyway, probably didn't help. I'm doing it in my garage with most probably not the correct tools. To be fair, if I was getting this resprayed, I would have just taken the strips completely off the car and done them off the car. Would have been a hell of a lot easier, shitload quicker. But it is what it is. I've got to do it on the car. As I mentioned before, because I can't get the tape down in between the plastic strip and the actual car body itself, the panel itself, I've had to kind of do a bodgy of using
bits of paper and old brochures and shit to basically put that down to mask behind to stop the overspray onto the panel, and then tape it on, tape the bits of paper in place. So it does look, I'll turn this around so you can see it. Pretty shit house and bodged together. But as you can see, there's not much gap between there. So I couldn't actually get the tape. I couldn't actually get the tape down here without it sticking on the body to get a nice clean mask. So I've had to mask all fucking around underneath and shit. The cream strip and stuff's all been done. It's all around the back here. So this had a big enough gap. I could actually basically use the tool to wedge it up in there, and then I just trimmed up against the line of the body. Same as when I did these. I basically laid it into the edge there, pushed it into the tool that I've got, and then used a scalpel and a sharp blade to trim it. But it's all masked up all the way around in my tiny little fucking garage. Yay. That was so much fun. I never want to do that again. Fuck me dead. So, task now is, oh my god, blinding headache from laying upside down. Task now, drop sheets. So throw drop sheets up. I can then use that line of paper and tape to mask, to hold the drop sheets on. Drop sheets over everything. I might do the back of the car first, whilst I have it out, because at the moment I kind of got it out, poking at the front of the garage a little bit, up there. Whilst I have a little bit of space up here, I'll drop sheets over everything. I will spray the back, and then I'll wheel it in, spray the rest of it with the door shut, just try and stop dust and shit floating around as much as I can. But yeah, that's fucking killer. I don't know how people do that for a living every day. Oh my god. Spray painters and body detailers, you have my absolute respect. That's a fucking nightmare. Anyway, next step, let's get going. Okay, so the unicorn is all masked and all wrapped. All ready to go. So, gonna start on the back. As I said, I've got a little bit of space at the back here. Gonna spray this. Car is partly sticking out the front, so I want to spray this bit. Breeze is starting to pick up now, so get this done, pull the car in. I'm hoping like one decent coat should be enough, because the bumper itself is not in bad condition. It's already black, so it shouldn't take much to cover the black, just a better coat over the top. I'll do one coat, I'll see how it looks. I'll pull it in and then work on the sides and the front. But she's all wrapped, ready to go. So, fucking here goes nothing, eh? Let's see what happens. So we are all done. Trims are all sprayed. I've taken masking and stuff off. As you can see, they're actually black now. That's a real nice change. Not the greatest job in the world, but they look black, which is the main thing I was going for. I didn't want this weird grey, faded, horrible looking plastic. To really do it properly, I would have had to have like cut them back properly, actually sanded them, because there's the actual plastic itself is weathered, so there's some parts that are still glossy and smooth, some parts that are textured just from where the plastic's kind of disintegrated a little bit, or it's been overly worked previously to try and clean it up. So it's still got a little bit of missing like different textures and stuff in it, but it looks black. Far from good, but good from afar. So that's all I was going for. I just wanted it nice and black rather than grey and feral. Stands out a little bit nicer now. Actually looks nice and neat. Bumpers are all done as well. You can kind of see it up the front here. Bumpers are all done, nice and black. So you can see, I mean, this still got the damage on it anyway, but yeah, all nice and black now. So, world of difference. Looks a lot better. I could get it at nth degree, and it's killing me that I'm not, but that's the perfectionist in me.
I could get to the nth degree and polish them up and like sand them back and all that sort of stuff, but short of redoing the whole paint job, which is obviously horrible, to say the least. There's lots of crow's feet and just a horrible condition of paint. I'm not sure if you can turn this around and see if you can see it. See, it's kind of hard to see on camera. Basically you can there you go, you can see it there. All these horrendous crow's feet from where they've done the closed door respray previously. Depending on the light you're in, sometimes it's kind of there, sometimes it's not. But it's horrible. It's actually getting worse, to be honest. So anything more than, yeah, that's really bad. There you go. That's how bad it is. To do anything more, like, until I fix all that up, going over the top with trying to fix the trims and stuff like that, it's just putting lipstick on a pig. So there's not much point in it. But she looks really good. I'll get it out in the sun later and get a photo and post it up as well. But yeah, looks really good. Happy with it. The taping up and the masking up was an absolute pain in the ass. Spraying itself, not too bad. Just a rattle can using this stuff, the Plasti Dip flat black. It's like a semi-gloss black. I have also picked up some cans of flat black, just metal spray to put on the rims. So I've got to clean those up. That's the next thing, cleaning up all the rims and getting those on. Yeah, gonna let this sit for a little bit today. Might get out this afternoon in the driveway and just let it sort of sit outside for a bit. Air dry make sure the paints are fully dry and stuff. I have also got other stuff I've got to do in here. So I might get out in the garage, out in the front yard, the driveway. Then I can start working the rims, get the rims cleaned up, get them painted, and slap those on, so I can get all my rims nice and black, which is going to look good with the new black trim. So there you go. Trim all done and dusted. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget, like, subscribe, follow, comment below if there's anything you want to see, any questions you got, how I went about doing the retrims and that sort of stuff. Don't forget, merch is available now as well. You can jump on the link down below if you want to donate to help me out, or just do grab some of the merch. All new designs going up. I'm trying to get more and more designs up. Obviously I don't want to do too many, because too many selections is hard to kind of pick from. But yeah, a bunch of merch going up, some cool new designs going up. So keep an eye out. If you have any questions, you want to know more, you want me to cover anything else in my videos, let me know. Talk to you soon.